Ned Stark, I fucking loved you, man. You were pretty much the only reason I watched the bleeding show. With so many assholes everywhere, it was refreshing to actually have somebody who fucking stood for something. You have people that chop off other people's dicks for the thrill of it. Not to mention a certain psychopathic cunt who actually becomes king. And you got brothers and sisters fucking each other on the first episode, for goodness sake. You were pretty much the only one in the show I didn't want to reach into the screen and strangle to death with my bare hands. But you made so many colossal fuck-ups. And it pisses me off to think that you could have had your arse on the Iron Throne had you not been such a twat at times. And we wouldn't have to be suffering through this dick. Let's take a look at where it all went wrong. Okay, so you're in the capital now, right? Surrounded by powerful and influential men. People who you would want on your fucking side. So it doesn't help when you antagonize them the very first time you meet them.
Lord Baelish will see it paid for.
I will.
You found money for a champion's purse. You can find money to keep the peace.
Lord John often came to me for counsel.
Why?
I have been Grand Maester for many years.
I wonder if you say these things purposefully to irritate people, or if being a dick is some innate ability that you're not aware of. If that's the case, it's not a particularly impressive trick. Look, I know back in the north you're hot shit, but you're not in Winterfell anymore. You can't just go waving your dick around here like a magic wand and expect these people who are your equals to cave to your demands.
This tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford.
As you will, but still, we'd best make our plans.
There will be no plans until I speak to Robert.
So you've literally pissed off everybody on the council. The next time your arse is in a spot of bother, don't expect them to dive in after you to save it.
It felt like justice.
Is that what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice.
Give the poor guy a break, for fuck's sake. He did what he had to do. That nutcase Ares was far from fit to rule. You do know they called him the Mad King, right? The clue is in the fucking name. He was gonna light the whole city on fire, for fuck's sake. He boiled your dad alive and made your brother suffocate while witnessing it. You of all people should be thankful for his demise. At the end of the day, the world is not black and white, you dipshit. This holier than thou attitude of yours is gonna get you killed one of these days.
You promised Catelyn you would help me.
Why on earth would you trust this weasel-faced prick? Everything about him screams untrustworthy. First and foremost, he's got the hots for your wife, man. Everybody in the Seven Kingdoms knows that, and he makes no attempt at hiding it. And you know what's standing between him and his dream woman? Your sorry arse. Secondly, this guy's got no bloody scruples. Not an ounce of a conscience.
Lord Redwyn likes his boys very young.
All desires are valid to a man with a full purse.
That's right. He's throwing little boys to some fat perverted fuck just so he can make a few coppers. He's shown us time and time again that he only gives a shit about lining his own pocket. Granted, you didn't witness this conversation, but he even told you not to trust him.
Lord Baelish, perhaps I was wrong to distrust you.
Distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse.
How much more obvious does he have to make it for you? He's literally got a giant flashing arrow pointed at him, saying evil fuck.
I know the truth John Arryn died for.
Do you love your children?
With all my heart.
No more than I love mine.
And they're all Jamie's.
I'm facepalming right now. I'm literally facepalming right now. Tell me, how far into your arse did you have to reach to extract the brilliant idea of confronting Cersei with the truth? I had such high hopes after you discovered the truth. Literally got goosebumps.
Robert Baratheon, black of hair. Joffrey Baratheon, golden head.
It seemed like you finally held the key to destroying those blonde bastards once and for all. And you fucking squandered it.
Go as far away as you can, with as many men as you can. Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
Okay, so her options are A. To abandon her position as queen of all the kingdoms, discard her wealth and possessions, live a life on the road, always looking over her shoulder for Robert's wrath. And by the way, we are talking about a guy that's still hunting down Targaryens more than a decade after the war. So you know his fat ass will be chasing her for all eternity. Or her other option is to have you killed and avoid all of the above. You literally just asked her to kill you, man.
Give me an hour and I can put 100 swords at your command.
And what should I do with 100 swords?
Strike! Tonight while the castle sleeps. We must get Joffrey away from his mother and into our custody.
I will not dishonor Robert's last hours by shedding blood in his halls and dragging frightened children from their beds.
What the fuck, man? Why would you decline this sort of support? Seems pretty fucking prudent to me to strike while the iron is hot. Everything could have been avoided had he just taken Renly up on his offer. And why have you got such a hard-on for Stannis? You helped overthrow the previous king, for fuck's sake, and now you're climbing on your high horse talking about line of succession.
Stannis is your older brother.
This isn't about the bloody line of succession. That didn't matter when you rebelled against the Mad King. It shouldn't matter now.
When the king
The
dies,
throne passes to his brother, Lord Stannis. Stannis Baratheon is Robert's true heir. The throne is his by rights.
For once in your goddamn life, do the logical thing rather than the stick up the arse dutiful thing.
Make peace with the Lannisters, you say? With the people who tried to murder my boy?
we only make peace with our enemies, my lord. That's why it's called making peace.
No. I won't do it.
So it will be Stannis and war.
There is no other choice.
How many fucking chances do you need to screw up before you learn, Ned? This was literally your final opportunity to seize the throne from the Lannisters and install Renly on there instead. But no, because you haven't got Stannis, you'd rather do things the hard way. Well, guess what? This is what happens as a result. And you know what? Yeah, I was sad at first, but the more I think about it, the more pissed off I am, the more I realize that it was essentially your fault all of this time. Ugh.